Okay, could I ask everyone to please rise for a salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. I'd ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers the brave servicemen and women serving our country, both here and abroad. Thank you. Please be seated. Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Mineta.
Here.
Councilman Martinez.
Here.
Councilman McSweeney.
Here.
Councilman Gregory.
Here.
Supervisor Schaefer.
And I am here. So all five are present. We have a quorum. If you're here in person, or if you're watching us on our YouTube channel live at 3 p.m. on February 26th, Wednesday, this is a meeting of the Babylon Town Board. The meeting is divided up into three sections. The first is dedicated to the public hearings, but there are no public hearings scheduled for today. Excuse me. So we have the agenda portion, which is agendas are available on the table up front. So if you're interested in addressing the board on any of the items listed on the agenda, we ask you to fill out a card up front on the table and file it with our town clerk. And the third portion is the open portion, when residents can come forward and address the board on any matters concerning town government or town services that are not on today's agenda. If you're watching us on the YouTube channel on a different date and time, there is a link that you can still utilize, and that will allow you to send us a message or ask a question or make a comment that will be addressed by one of us or a staff member, depending on the issue. And then if you're here in person, when you do come forward, please state your name and address for the stenographer's benefit. And we ask that you keep your comments to 3 minutes. So with that, we'll go into the agenda for today, which is the consensus resolution agenda. And are there any items that need to be removed from the consensus resolution agenda? Seeing none, I'll take a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the consensus resolution as written. Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Consensus resolution agenda is adopted as written. There are no further resolutions, so we'll go to the cards. First, though, I wanted to just enter into the record communication that we received from Tony Mignon of 886 County Line Road in Amityville. And these documents were submitted and addressed to the town clerk's office, but he was not able to attend today, but he did ask us to recognize that he sent these documents in, communication, and that will be submitted as part of the official record. So I'll hand that up to the clerk. And then we have Evangelist Luttrell. If you would just come forward and state your name and address.
Okay, first giving God, honor to God and to the panel. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
And girls. And to the community. Hi, bless you all. Okay, so this is my second time I'm here. I'm excited. So I want to know, I'm learning. So I want to know, I went around, I guess I nominated myself as the advocate for the Sticks now in Amityville. And so I went around and I was getting some concerns. So is it okay for me to address them?
Sure.
Okay, so first of all, my name is Evangelist Luttrell. I live in the community of Amityville, New York. Okay, is that okay, ma'am? Okay, God bless you. So I have at 22 Holt Street, her name is Carlene at 22 Holt Street, and she addressed, are there any possibilities of help for food pantries, gas, and et cetera like that to help out the seniors in the community? I don't know, so I'm asking. Because on her block, she says sometimes some of them don't have enough money for oil or gas or food or whatever. So is there anything to accommodate the seniors?
Yep. So what we'll do is if you give us her name and address and contact info, whether it be an email address or a phone number,
Okay.
We'll have a staff member contact her and speak directly to her about what her needs are.
So again, I just want to have clarity. who would I give that information to?
So you can give it right up to the clerk
So at the completion of this
at
meeting?
the
just-
completion of the meeting, yep, and we'll take
Thank
it and
you.
then make sure the appropriate staff person gets it.
Okay, I have Mr. Blank at 45 Hicks Street, 45 Hicks Street. So I'm a living witness because I had my dog, and I was around 3 p.m. yesterday. And you have a light, a street light at Amityville and New Highway, and then the next light is at Walnut.
You mean a traffic signal or a street
yes,
light?
a traffic signal.
Traffic
I'm sorry.
control signal.
Yes. So the one at Walnut was implemented because of an accident, a death. I witnessed that. And so now I think that maybe you might need maybe bumpers, those bumpers to slow the traffic down.
Yeah, so what
because-
we'll do is, New Highway is a county road, so we'll contact the Suffolk County Department of Public Works, so they're responsible for doing any work on the road, whether it have to do with road reconstruction, repaving, or any traffic safety improvements. But we'll let them know about that, and we'll let Legislator Richburg know as well. He's the local county legislator for Suffolk County there. And Vinny, if you could, we'll have your office send a note to Commissioner Bartha and ask about rumble strips on New Highway between the railroad,
Yes.
between the railroad tracks and the intersection with Albany Avenue.
Because the resident, Mr. Blank at 45 Hicks Street, he has a beautiful home, and those cars were flying down, and his children was in the yard, and he fears that maybe one day someone is going to go up in his yard, because the only one that stops just before the railroad is the buses, right? The
Yeah, they're
school
required
buses.
to stop at the train
And I
tracks.
witnessed it. They were coming down fast.
Right.
So I just want to
Yeah, so
be
we'll
concerned.
alert Suffolk County DPW to that.
Yes. And so then I have a compliment. I just want to thank you for allowing me. I believe the last time I was here, I had a concern, and someone immediately called me, and they were out there, and I see these letters and numbers in the streets. So it looks like someone is going to handle the fact that I had a concern about the drainage and the water
Yeah,
in front of my house.
I think they determined that something needed to be done, whether
Yes.
it's a regrade or an additional drain.
So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for bringing those issues to our attention.
All right. God bless all of you.
You too. Are there any other residents who wish to address the board? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to just alert the board that we have our student representative here, Hashmi. So if you would just come up to the microphone for a minute. So as you know, Councilman McSweeney.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. As you know, Councilman McSweeney had the first interaction with Hashmi, and then we have spoken to him at a separate meeting, and one of the ideas that he proposed was to have a student representative selected to work with the board, sit with the board, and be the student voice for issues of concern for a younger generation. Of course, we're all here to make sure we leave the place better than we found it, and of course, better than we found it for our students, our young people, our young adults who are either being educated here and hopefully coming back here to continue to build our community and create a good quality of life for them and their future families. So we discussed the idea, and we thought it was a great idea. In fact, one of the things that Hashmi suggested when Terry and I met with him was that we open this up for a selection to each of the school districts. And we have 11 school districts within the town that are either wholly within the town or partially in the town. Half Hollow Hills and Farmingdale are two districts that part of the district is in the town. The rest are all wholly within the town. And Hashmi comes from the Deer Park School District and is going to be graduating later this year with high honors, I assume, very high honors. And he's going to be going on to the college of his choice, which we wish him well for that. But in the meantime, I thought, and I would make the motion, seconded by Councilman Martinez, our deputy supervisor, that we appoint Hashmi as the first student representative to the town board, and that his first task, and I was interviewed by Newsday, Denise Bonilla, who's our beat reporter for Babylon Town. I told her that your first assignment working with us is going to be that you're going to create the parameters for the program, and then we're going to meet with all of our superintendents. In fact, your superintendent, Jim Cummings, is the, I guess you'd call him the chairman of all of the Babylon Town superintendents.
Yes.
And so we're going to ask to attend their next meeting. They meet once a month, and we'll present this idea to them, and then they can start the process for selecting student representatives for next school year. And that will be able to, you'll be the veteran, you'll be the pioneer of this student representative program, and that will be allow us and any future town boards to be able to take advantage of having a young person working with them directly on this. All in
That's,
favor? All in favor? Opposed? So you have a unanimous vote to select you as the officially first student representative, and this will be the, I guess, the beginning of a great thing to come for our young people here in the town of Babylon. So thank you very much, Hashmi.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the town and the town board, all the people who worked and who were open-minded enough to hear my opinion regarding students and who were positive right from the get-go. I really appreciate all of you with all my heart, and all the people that helped from the Secretary of State, from the districts, every single one. And I don't have a lot to say about this. What I believe is the work that we will do going forward is going to reflect our intention, and words won't be necessary. So what I would say, though, is this is beginning of something great, and good things lie ahead of us, and this is going to do amazing things for the students that are coming in the next years who will be able to represent themselves on the board. Thank you very much.
Did you say something, Tim? So I just want to add one other thing. I'm glad that you're going to college this fall, because it means that you can't run for town supervisor. So, but I'm expecting you to be a future town official, town supervisor, town council person, because of your intuitiveness, your creativity, and your work ethic, because we need more people like you to be concerned and involved in local government.
I really appreciate your keen eye, Mr. Schaefer. I haven't really thought about a career in politics at the moment, but since we're on the topic and since a position is incorporated, initially I wanted to be an investment banker, and that's the plan even now. But I would definitely consider a minor in public policy, and you never know, I might end up in the government.
Keep all options open.
Yes.
Great. All
Thank you very much.
I don't have anything else, so I'll take a motion to adjourn from Councilman Gregory, second by Councilman Minetto. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.